What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we are going to be reacting to the Our Streamers Cheating Reddit feed again. The subreddit seems to be popping off. There are over 700 members in there now. It's just growing on a daily basis. So what we're going to be doing today is seeing what new posts have actually been put out there and reacting to them. Guys, I am really enjoying this new approach to the Our Streamers Cheaters series. What do you think? Let's see what the subreddit has to offer today. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up, and why not give the video a share? If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And why not follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. Also, the subreddit link is in the description below. Right, let's crack on with the video. So we're back on the subreddit again, guys. Streamers Cheating. It's got 730 members now. Absolutely made up. And welcome to all the new members of this community. Thank you for being a part of what we do here. Let's take a look at some of the posts now. First one on here is from FCK, my lift. I'm not going to say that the way it's meant to be intended. So the post says, always when the name Triple B comes up, he gets instantly quiet. Doc knows exactly what's going on in the Warzone community. Let's take a listen to what's actually being said here.
In the same game. For Optics, welcome to the Champions Club. Thoughts on BadBoy?
So not much really being said there. It was quite quiet as well. But it did seem like he didn't want to say the name BadBoy Beaman. He cut himself off halfway through and then just thanked the person for the donation. Fair enough. If he doesn't want to get involved in anything, that's fine, isn't it? That's the first post in today's video on streamers cheating. So what we're going to do now, we've actually got them tabbed at the top here, the ones that we're going to focus on in today's video. This one is MH looks to me at a certain point like perfect chest aim, HM, low field of view. So we will give this one a watch. It's only visual because it's about the aim, so we don't need to have the headset on. It's slowed down by the looks of it to about, what's that, about 0.25, 0.5 possibly. Okay, I'm definitely seeing what they mean, and it's a tough one to call because what people will say about that clip is that the aim didn't stay locked to center chest, but again, you've got to remember aim smoothness, aim speed, and the fact that the enemy jumped up, which could cause the aim smoothness and speed not to be able to keep up with the enemy. However, because of that, because the fact it could be to do with the aim speed or aim smoothness on an aimbot setting, it could also be that it was just standard tracking and it just looked very close to being chest shot aimbot. Okay, so there's two sides to it as well. It can either be one or the other. So this is why we only select the most blatant ones. And the reason for that is because they are enough evidence, they are enough proof, in my opinion, to prove that something is suspicious. If you've got to break something down and explain it in a lot of detail to the point that there's still a possibility that it could be legit, then you've just got to treat it as legit. I do get what you're saying with that, and I can see what appears to be the aim jumping up at the start here to the chest, and then the enemy jumps, right? And then the aim catches up with the enemy to the chest. And then as the enemy's falling, the aim goes to the head. Who knows, could be bone scan effect or anything. But you've got to treat that as if it was just natural tracking. That's how you've got to treat those clips. If there's an if, but, or maybe left in there, that's how you've got to treat it. But I mean, I see exactly why you would post that clip. Personally, I see that, but other people wouldn't. The unfortunate side to it is, guys, that there's a lot of people out there who don't understand how advanced aimbot software actually is. They don't understand how intricate it is, how many different settings there are for it. I literally posted a video recently on this channel which showed a cheater, but it looked legit. There was a couple of moments where you could say, "Ooh, was that wall hacks?" But other than that, the aim looked legit. And in fact, he was actually using a low field of view aimbot in the whole thing. And we actually showed the clip afterwards with the wall hacks on show and everything. And you could see the low field of view circle in the center of the screen because it was showing. So we showed it with and without the hacks on show. And it just looked standard. Like the aim didn't look anything special. And I've seen Zlaner pulling off bigger snaps and better chest lock than what was actually occurring in that video, where it was 100% cheating. So people have got to realise how in-depth they actually are, and I doubt they ever will. People don't want to know. Some people will never want to know or understand the cheats and how they actually work, because that would burst their little bubble that they're living in. This post is from SV Hachibi, which is Mutex weird track and lock behind a wall. Let's give it a watch, make sure it's in the best quality. It is. Let's see what's what. I'm going to just pull that back a second, right? I don't even think this is what the actual clip's about, but look at this first kill. Or down. I'm going to pull that back. Can I slow this down? Okay, so we're going to put this down to 0.5 speed to start with. I just want to watch and see if this is a snap. It did appear to be one in full speed. You can't see his analogs on his controller cam either. You can see him strafing left and right there as well. That's in 0.5 speed. I'm just going to pull it down to 0.25. So somebody who's using a controller cam should really have their controller on show. I understand there's going to be certain times where, you know, he's readjusted his position where he's sitting and it's not actually going to show his controller, but he needs to make sure that's on show. This is 0.25 speed now, guys. So he's reloading now. There's no visuals on the minimap of this enemy, but it might be that there was a prior engagement. At 0.25 speed, you can see him strafing left and right there whilst he's taking his shots. And you can actually see the crosshair moving left and right as well. What you will find with like chest shot aimbot and headshot aimbot, especially depending on the speed and sensitivity settings of that aimbot, the crosshair placement would stick perfect to an exact location on the enemy, even if you're strafing left and right. Okay? There might be slight movement, but that to me looks natural from Mutex. I'm going to pull that back to normal speed now, and we're going to continue watching the rest of the clip. And just so you guys are aware, this is pretty much how I analyze clips. I will watch them over and over, though. So that's the whole clip, basically. It's that guy there, which does seem sus. I mean, is there a way that he could have hit that guy? We're not actually getting any audio off this footage. Like, it's not muted. But there's no audio on the footage, which is unfortunate, because after he shot the first guy, he does turn quite swiftly to that location. He's just down this guy at this point, and he turns to the left before he actually has visuals on him. Let me just check, because his camera could have been in front of where it was. No, his camera's not in front of it. He's already aiming down sight here. Maybe there's a possibility he had visuals of an enemy head across there. It's almost like he goes to shoot the first guy and his aim pulls back to the one on the right. But again, this isn't the most damning clip. In fact, I would say that the first one that looked like a snap wasn't in fact a snap. You could tell by the crosshair movement, the fact that it was moving left to right on the enemy's head. Now, if that was any form of aimbot, that would have locked to a certain position on the enemy's head. There might have been a slight bit of movement, but it's noticeable. It's like a mechanical movement rather than a natural strafe movement, which you could see there. So that clip of Mutex, not really sus, in my opinion, although I have seen plenty of sus moments of Mutex. I'm not sure how new or old this clip is, by the way, guys, but as far as I was aware, Mutex was using a 5-point camera setup. If he's gone back to a 2-camera setup, I don't understand why. Why would you do that? Does he think he's proved his point? No. Now we can continue streaming with 2 cameras. Someone let me know about that in the comments. In fact, you know what? I'll probably find out myself before you do let me know in the comments. If he's gone back to a 2-camera setup, I will be going back and checking his gameplay again. So that post from SV Hachipi, it's not very suspicious in any way. I think out of all that, the first kill was probably the one that could have been called suspicious. But in fact, if you watch it slowed down, you can see the crosshair moving. So not sus. In this one, it is called Alex Zedra cheating. This seems a little sus with her snappy kills. Let me know. This is from Dark Sky. So Alex Zedra was the actor or model for Mara, I think it is, from Modern Warfare. If I'm right. I'm sure that's who she either bases herself on, or she was, in fact, the voice actor or model for that character. If you were to be watching this clip on a live stream and it just happened, I would be like scratching my head thinking, was that aimbot? Now, the first kill, it appears that it snaps from the first enemy she shoots at to the next available enemy who's sort of crossed the path of where she was shooting the original enemy. And the aim is stuck with that guy. But the way in which her aim keeps moving left and right, it's almost like she's panic shooting, almost like she's shooting nervously, and her aim's just flicking from one to the other in hope that she lasers them all and kills them all. Almost like she was trying to do too much at once. I'm going to pull it back though. We're going to watch it in 0.25 speed. Reason for that is because we can see any shots missed. If there are any shots missed, or if there's any snaps, we'll be able to point them out. So she's already got visuals on him. She shoots at the first guy. It looks like a small snap to the second guy. But you can see the fact that the aim is missing quite a lot. It's actually shooting around the enemies there. Missed a couple of shots on the third one there. She flicks to the fourth guy. And again, misses shots. Every single one of those kills there, she was missing shots. So to me, I wouldn't even say that that first snap was a snap. It could have been a flick. The fact that she was missing shots on every single one of those kills tells me that it was just nervous shooting and it paid off. So the chances are that team were just low-level players, you know, people with a negative KD. Now, I'm not sure what kind of KD Zedra has herself, but who knows? Maybe she's top level and she's reverse boosting. Maybe she's really low level and that's why she's in them sort of lobbies. We don't know. But the fact is, them shots, to me, were natural. It didn't appear to have any aim assist because she's on keyboard and mouse. Didn't appear to have any aim lock. It didn't appear to have any sort of aimbot bone scan effect, and it didn't appear to have chest lock or headshot lock whatsoever. The snap from the first shot to the second enemy was just a flick, and you can tell because it over adjusts and she has to readjust. A couple of micro adjustments within there, but honestly, it just looked like nervous shooting to me. What do you guys think of that one? Let me know. So we've got a post here from Ariel. Like, Hail? I'm going to call you Ariel, mate. Under the sea. At 8:41, Joewo, sus aim. View it with 0.25 speed. The reason why it is sus, number one. In response to being shot, the target started running to a side and crosshair stayed glued with 0 reaction delay. Number two, just before dying, the target jumped. Crosshair stayed at chest level despite that. Number three, the AMAX's visual recoil plus black smoke from impact against the wall made the target practically invisible, which logically should have delayed the reaction time or prevented from reacting properly outright. Thoughts? Well, Ariel, let me give you my thoughts now. 8:41, let's check it out. This is at 0.25 speed, like requested by the person who's posted in the subreddit. And it's at 8:41 we're looking for. What's it on now? 8:31, so in 10 seconds we're about to see something magic apparently. And that was the moment. Yeah, that was the moment. Just looks like a basic shot. I'm not even going to analyse that. That was just a normal standard shot. His crosshair wasn't moving whilst the enemy was jumping, and it was just a straight shot. The guy was pretty much stood still for Joewo to shoot at there. Okay, so this one's a little bit different to what we usually do, because the name of the subreddit is Streamers Cheating, not just cheaters cheating, okay? But this post is from wise_ninja, and it says, spectating cheaters who got me. They don't even have to hit enemies now. When will it end? Warzone Reddit removed this. I mean, it's common that these types of Reddits and subreddits for Warzone or related to Modern Warfare or Cold War in any way will remove these. You probably find that it's the cheaters or the cheat developers in them Reddits, in them subreddits, who are downvoting your post or reporting it to the actual admin of the post or the moderators of the subreddit. This type of stuff's more than welcome here as well, guys, but we do tend to focus on the people who are generating money from using cheats rather than people just using cheats. Yeah, that's the main focus of what we do on this channel. Let's take a look. Let's put it into the best quality, 720p. Woohoo! Okay. And he died. Did you catch that? Yes, I did. We'll watch it again in slow motion, though. The cheater shot from the hip and hit a target that wasn't even visible. Let me tell you something. They actually did hit a target which was visible. But the target's over here. The target is the person who they actually ended up shooting at. There's nobody visible over that way. What you're witnessing here is called silent aim, or what all these now self-proclaimed pro Warzone streamers are calling magnetic bullets, which makes me wonder, why are they calling it magnetic bullets when the most common cheat engine around has it listed as silent aim, and it's mainly known as silent aim? There's only very few cheat providers who refer to it as magnetic bullets, and these are high level ones. These are the ones who charge a couple of $100 to a couple of $1,000 for their cheats, calling it magnetic bullets. And I've heard quite a lot of these self-proclaimed pros referring to it as magnetic bullets, which makes you question, how do they know that's what it's called when majority of the population of Warzone refer to it as silent aim? That's one to think about, guys. However, I'm going to pull it back here now to the full speed clip, and I'm going to show you what I believe's happened here. He's looking over to that direction. He takes a shot, but if you look at the armor, he doesn't actually break any armor here. He comes back up and starts shooting at this guy. How quick did he break the armor on that guy? The reason for that, I believe, is that the first shots where he was aiming to the left side towards that building were actually hitting that enemy who was stood there. Just stood out in the open. Because that's what silent aim does, depending on the field of view settings you have set up. But silent aim will literally hit the next available target. If you're shooting forward, but the next available target is behind you, those bullets will go behind you. It won't turn you round. If you were playing with a teammate and you're using silent aim and you're shooting one direction trying to hit somebody, but the nearest available target's actually behind you, your teammate will be able to see bullets coming out of your back to hit that target. And that's what's happened here. He's actually shot. The enemy who he goes to shoot second is the one who them original bullets were actually hitting. Because of how quick he broke the armor when he actually started shooting at him, I genuinely believe he's already taken 2 plates off him there. But yeah, that's called silent aim. It's very common. It's already been incorporated into some of the most well-known and most used cheat engines, such as Engine Owning and others. So yeah, it's very common. When will it end? I think that was the question on the post. When will it end? It will end when Warzone dies. Unfortunately, the game had so much potential, and at this point, it's just completely dead. It's at least 50-40% hackers now, and whether or not you believe it, people are using very low field of view aimbot with smoothness settings to make it look just a little bit better than aim assist. And believe me when I say this, them settings for a good player will make them so much better. They don't need to be snapping onto heads all over the place. But the amount of people using wall hacks, I would honestly say 80% of cheaters in Warzone are using wall hacks, if not more, or just wall hacks. And then you've got the percentage that are using both. And it's difficult to determine whether or not someone's using wall hacks compared to spotting if somebody's using aimbot. But that clip right there was silent aim. And thank you, Wise Ninja, for posting.
There's a move cursor to player button that you can click every time you open it up.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh, top pool. Is that someone?
I thought I saw somebody.
I think I saw. Yeah, top pool.
Minimap, my ass. Well, there we have it, guys, from Dr. Disrespect, almost mentioning my name, and Alex Zedra with some suspicious moments as well. Along with others, what do you guys think of all them clips? Let me know in the comments below. If you did enjoy the video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support this channel further, hit the blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. And guys, if you want to get involved or have any of your names or videos mentioned in this video series, go and join the subreddit. It's linked in the description below. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!